jackdaw again. So many jackdaws. Hello, happy Sunday. Oh, started a day early. I was just feeling in the mood to start vlogging, and I thought, why wait till tomorrow if I'm feeling good about it? I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I hope you all enjoyed the last video. It was so much fun to make it. I absolutely powered through on that top, and I've worn it a few times since, and I've been really enjoying wearing it. And I have been grading and writing. I had a good go at it on Friday, but found I kind of got a little bit stuck. I'd forgotten how difficult it is to grade underarm shaping for larger sizes, because for the first kind of 4 to 5 sizes, depending on the design, you increase every other row and then you cast on some stitches and that's it. But as you go up in size, you get, like, just because you're getting bigger this way doesn't mean you're getting bigger this way necessarily than is average. So you've got more stitches to increase, but not as much space to increase in. So you go from increasing every other row to every row, and figuring out the proportion of those two different increase rates. I don't know why, but my brain just cannot, the maths won't sink in. It won't make sense to me. And it's the same with compound raglans, where you have to do the same thing. But I ended up doing it visually. Basically made a spreadsheet, color coded it, put in how many rows I had. Yeah. So yeah, I just ended up doing it visually, basically, and it actually made sense to me now. So I have to put that into the spreadsheet, and I am also realizing that there is a decent amount of guesswork with this one, especially when it comes to like the cowl, like the depth of it and the width of it. And I basically took my sample and just kind of extrapolated that to the best of my ability. But I am thinking that there might be some trial and error with this one, and obviously it's difficult because you won't know if it fits well until you finish the whole thing, though you can get a pretty decent idea of what it's going to look like, as I've showed you, by kind of holding it against yourself. So I think the test for this one is going to be long. Even though in itself it's a quick knit, there needs to be plenty of time for potential changes, and I think I need to make it very clear in the test call that there are likely to be changes in this one, so the knitters need to be prepared to potentially rip back and everything, and obviously there'll be more than enough time applicable. And yeah, it's just something that needs to be aware when I do the test call. But hopefully I still won't struggle to find testers. It's gone down very, very well on Instagram and YouTube. Lots of people saying they really, really like it, which is so exciting. I am now having second thoughts about making my second sample in the blue silk that I've got, just because I'm not so drawn to the colour. I think I would like a darker, earthier colour, so I know I can wear it kind of through autumn, winter if I want to as well. So when I go to the wool show on next Saturday, I think I might keep an eye out. Someone commented on the video and said it would be so nice in like tencel or bamboo because of the drape, and I think they're right. So hopefully at this yarn festival I will be able to find options for a second sample, and if not, I'll either go with the blue that I've got or maybe have a look online for something a bit different. And my piles are getting all messed up. That's what happens when I fold the washing whilst talking. We had a lovely day on Friday. It was the kids' last day of school, and I surprised them both with a surprise play date after school. They both had a friend over, which was so nice. Like, it's actually better for me when the kids both have a friend around, because they're both kind of entertained, and I just sat in the kitchen at my laptop and did some grading whilst all the kids were playing. Yesterday we had a couple of friends over in the afternoon, and again that was just kind of nice and chill. Had a really long, slow morning. Like, I think I got out of bed till like 11. Obviously was awake, and the kids make their own breakfast now at the weekends, so that's always very handy as well. But yeah, just a really chilled out one. I just needed a bit of downtime, just needed a bit of family time. And again, this morning, super, super chill. Took Jeff to a party a couple of hours ago. Got to go pick him up in a minute. And P's going to come with me because they've got guinea pigs and she'd like to see the guinea pigs. But yeah, that's how all my weekend's been, really. chilled out, calm. I've not done any knitting since I cast off the Blair top. And that's kind of normal, especially if I have a couple of really intense days of knitting. It's a good idea for my hands to have a little break. But another nice development over this weekend is I am feeling pretty normal. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm feeling quite normal. Like energy levels feel normal, probably because I've had a lot of sleep. So I'm kind of hoping that the drugs have kicked in and I might actually be able to do some exercise this week. I'm not going to go mad, I'm not going to go crazy. And obviously it's school holidays now, so the kids are at home most of the time. They are at playgroup on Tuesday and Friday. So I think on Tuesday, after I've dropped them off, I might go for a walk or the gym. We'll see how I feel on Tuesday, but hopefully that we caught that relapse quickly and the drugs are kicking in, because it's been nearly a week now, so who knows. But that's my little weekend catch up. I'm gonna go and get Jimmy from his party now, and I'm just gonna take you along until I've got enough footage for a video, and we'll see what happens. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. Let me know what you got up to. The weather here is very much grey and rainy, though it's still very warm, so it's kind of like, what do we wear? I've got like a halter neck sports bra on and a jumper. Like I don't really know what to do with myself. But I think once Jimmy is home from the party, I just want to chill out. I filmed a Patreon video this morning, so I need to edit that. So that's probably what I'll do when he gets back, because I feel like it's a chatty video, so there's not going to be too much editing involved. So that will be quite relaxing, especially if I knit during it as well. But what I also need to do is I want to do my Vinted de-stash. So I need to go through my yarns, pull out anything I want to put up on Vinted, because the Honor Active drop is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? No, it's Wednesday, Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And I haven't quite met my target for the amount that I want to spend. So I'm going to do some yarny de-stash, so that should be included in this video as well, which is really, really exciting. So let's crack on with the day, shall we? Go get that Jimmy boy. Happy Sunday. Out selling yarn on Vinted was a really good idea. I don't know how I'm going to get this all to the post office with 2 kids in tow tomorrow. To be fair, this isn't all yarn, but really quite surprisingly, most of the yarn is sold really quickly. I didn't expect any of it to go, and I thought I'd be like, you know, I'll share it on here on this video and on Instagram and then it might go, but yeah, most of it's gone. So I'm sorry if anyone's disappointed. I think I could probably go through the stash and still find some more to sell. This is becoming really addictive. Now I'm just like going around the house seeing like, what can I sell? What can I sell? Oopsie. So yes, I think some of this I can drop off at my local, most of this actually I can drop off at my local, there's like a shop in the next village and they're open like really late at night. So I think I could go and do that now actually, so I don't have to take the kids, and then 2 of them just need to go to my local post office. So yeah, that would probably make more sense, wouldn't it? Well, I've definitely earned enough to buy the activewear set that I want, and I now want it in 2 colours, so I better keep selling stuff. taking the kids food shopping is an absolute nightmare. To be fair, it wasn't that bad. Just everything takes so much longer. Hello, welcome back. It's Monday afternoon. I did do a little chatty bit this morning whilst I was putting my makeup on, but my goodness, I rambled and talked about the most random things. I think I was just a little bit like, don't know what I'm doing with myself this morning. But I had a very slow, leisurely morning. We're like sliding into the summer holidays calmly. At least we were until we went shopping. Yeah, I just had a quiet morning, basically chilling out in bed, reading comments, responding to comments, checking my Patreon, like all that kind of like phony admin. Made myself a lovely high protein breakfast. Something I chatted about earlier that was actually probably worth mentioning again. I have started to feel a little bit more in control again. And I've definitely been feeling physically better the past few days, but I don't want to overdo it. And I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was thinking, yes, I'm not in control of my body at the moment, but I am in control of what I put into it and how I treat it. So rather than focusing on what I can't control, I'm going to focus on what I can. And my nutrition over the past couple of days to a week has not been the best. I don't go to extremes anymore. Like my life used to be either binging or starving, basically, and I'm not exaggerating there. It was one or the other. There was no in the middle. Whereas now I allow all foods in my life and focus on nutrition and health. When I go through a phase where I haven't got the brain power to focus as much on health and nutrition, equally, I don't just go completely like off the wagon, and I've still been eating decent food, but I've not been eating regularly. I haven't been hitting my protein goals, definitely haven't hit my fiber goals, but also I've just kind of needed to survive for the past week or so, and that's okay. That is what balance and consistency over perfection brings you. It brings you like grace and like love for yourself. I needed to kind of just chill out a little bit over the past few days and just not like add more load to my mind. But now I'm at a point where actually my mind is nice and clear and I want to focus on these things again. So I am going to shift my focus now to making sure I'm getting 3 full meals a day and feeling full after each of those meals. That is something that really, really improves my quality of life, I've noticed, and I really feel it when I don't do this. So like a protein focused breakfast. I will still want those fiber-rich carbs and healthy fats, but protein focused. And then when I do that, when I have a protein-heavy breakfast, I don't think about food again for hours and hours and hours. And I love that. For someone who's had food noise their entire life, it's so nice to not have that. So I did that this morning. I had 3 scrambled eggs and avocado on some lovely olive ciabatta sourdough that I got from the bakery last week. And honestly, like we went to the cafe and the kids both had a smoothie, and they had like a cookie straw thing, and I could see like all the cakes and biscuits and stuff, and I just zero interest. Not because I'm like, oh, I can't eat those because they're bad for me. Ultimately, if I wanted one, I'd have one, but I just really didn't want it because I felt full, and feeling full is something I am no longer scared of. I used to be very scared of feeling full, but now I feel really good when I feel full. And I'm talking like when I'm full, satiated, not stuffed. I can't physically get to the point where I'm so full I can't even move anymore. That to me is like, I can't picture being there again, and it kind of scares me, the thought of that. But happily satiated and full. And now I need to think about some lunch, although my breakfast was at like 11 o'clock and it's now 3 o'clock, so I might have a bit of I might have like a snacky plate lunch, focus on fibre. That's always a good one. I struggle with lunches the most, but if I do like a snacky plate of like fruit and veg and things like that, focus more on the fibre, which is even easier when I focused on protein for breakfast, then for my dinner I can do balanced again. Yeah, the day was going really, really well. Had a lovely healthy breakfast, feeling good in myself. I have sold everything on Vinted. All the yarn I put up yesterday is gone, and I did not even advertise I was hoping I'd be able to say in this vlog, here you go and shop my yarn stash, yay, but honestly, it's gone. It's all gone. Everything I put up has gone. Which is mad. And I'm quite surprised at some of the things that had gone, things that I didn't think would sell, things that I've had in my stash for a long time. But I guess just because I don't see the appeal of them anymore, because my tastes have changed, doesn't mean they're not appealing to somebody else. And I had a couple of things where I've got 4 balls of this and a half a ball spare. Like, why would people buy that? But they have been. And obviously the price reflects it. I'm more interested in getting rid of the stuff than getting the most amount of money that I can. So they were pretty good deals, and I had a few offers that I accepted, and a few people bought bundles and things. But I'm now thinking like I need to go look through my stash again. I need to re-look at my stash, at what I've got, because I think more will sell than I realise. So there may be more stash coming to Vinted, who knows. So yeah, I've got to go to the post office again tomorrow. But we did the food shop, and the cafe bit was fine. They really like going to the cafe. We don't do it that often, and I insist no screens, no phones, no nothing, and we actually sit and we played a game and we chatted, and I love doing that with my kids. And then they both had pocket money to spend, and Penny went a bit cray. She got herself a new little dolly and like a surprise bag, and they both did the little coin twisty machines at the end of the big shop, which they always ask and I always say no. So I'm like, no, I'm not wasting my money on that little plastic egg that ends up in the bin, no. But now it's like, well, if that's what you want to spend your money on, fine. So they did, and they enjoyed that. Yeah?
This little cupboard.
Are you putting the shopping away? My boy!
I got the Ritz crackers in the cupboard with the bananas.
Nice.
And then so far I've put the candy in the.
I'm proud of you. Thank you, darling. The new ketchup goes in the cupboard. It only goes in the fridge once we've opened it.
Okay.
Thanks, darling. Jeff's putting the rest of the shopping away. Of course, I put the cold and frozen stuff away straight away and then thought, that's enough for me for one day. And he's going to put it away. He actually really quite likes putting the shopping away. Oh, bless him. Oh. And now I feel bad because I was about to go on about how difficult going around the shop was with them and what a pain it was, and how I was constantly having to keep an eye on them, and they were like running around and climbing on the trolley, and I got really frustrated, and it took absolutely ages, and I felt like we went around the shop 3 times. And then he goes and puts the shopping away without me even asking him to. So yeah, shopping was an experience. I'd forgotten what it's like trying to do it with 2 kids. Won't be doing that again next week, that's for sure. But yeah, so I got home and I've put some of the shopping away, and I'm just feeling rather overstimulated. So I just want to take a little bit of time now just to desensitize from all the stimulation of the past few hours. I think I'm going to edit my Patreon video that I filmed yesterday. That'll be good because that's calm and quiet and focused and nice. I'm going to go and help Jeff put the rest of the shopping away. And then they want to make their reward charts, which is something that we're doing for the summer. Jeff wants to buy a video game. Well, more specifically, he wanted me to buy him a video game, to which I said, no, it's too expensive. If you want it, you can earn the money. Now, recently he wanted to buy a little digital, like a digital thing in a game that he likes to play. He plays this game called My Singing Monsters, which he absolutely loves. And it's great. It's a really lovely game that he really enjoys playing. And he wanted to buy these special monsters that you could only buy. And again, I said, okay, you can, but you have to earn the money. So I did a little reward chart. And rather than giving him £1 every time he's done something, or 50p or whatever, I did boxes, and he could colour in half a box or all a box until he made that £20. And then I bought him the things. So there's no point me giving him coins to then buy something digitally. It's just pointless. So we're doing the same over summer, but on a much grander scale, because the game costs £60. So we figured out 6 weeks of summer holidays, that's £10 a week. So that's, and we're going to do it, so chores, so putting the shopping away now, I'll probably let him colour in half a box for that, I think. Good behaviour can earn boxes, and he also is going to try and sell some of his old toys on Vinted, and anything he earns will put towards his game as well. How cute is that? Like, I think it's a really good way for me to start helping him learn not only about money, but about the value of money. He's really at that age now where what he learns now as a child is going to affect him as a grown-up, and I want him to grow up understanding what things cost and how money is earned and how you have to think about what you're going to spend that money on. And you have to be sure. And Penny's kind of tagging along for the ride. She's still a little bit young, but she did really well with her pocket money today, actually. She knew how much she had in her wallet. She knew what she wanted to buy. First of all, she went to look at the magazines, and we looked at them, because she really enjoys a magazine, but none of them looked particularly exciting. A lot of them had toys in that she already had, and I kind of spoke to her and said, look, it's up to you, but is this the best way to spend your money? You've already got a lot of these things. You've already got some magazines you haven't finished reading yet. Do you want to look at everything else before you decide? And she went, okay, mummy. And she ended up not choosing a magazine. And she bought this lovely little doll with shoes and a bag and a unicorn and things. And she was able to look at how much money she had and how much it would cost and if she would get money back, if she'd have any left over. And yeah, I think she really enjoyed the process. So I think that'll be a nice thing for us to focus on this summer, is building their relationship with money. Hello?
It's hard to put this flower.
Okay, baby girl, who are you making bracelets for?
My friends in year R.
Your friends in year, well, they're going into year 1, aren't they?
Yeah.
So when you get back to school, you're going to give out all the bracelets you've made for your friends. Don't put the beads in your mouth. No, thank you. You want me to make a bracelet with you?
Yeah.
I'm sure I can find time to do that soon.
Why don't you make Nora Grace?
No,
So
I want to
sweet.
make one that says GR bead 63.
No.
Do you know what that means?
What?
George Russell.
No. No.
Yeah.
You can't.
I can.
Why don't we do Nora, the flower bead, Grace?
That's a good idea, but I don't know how they spell Nora, if it's N-O-R-A or N-O-R-A-H.
Nora Grace.
Nora Grace, but I don't know how they spell Nora.
Why do you say Siri? How do you spell it?
Because Siri can't tell me, because sometimes people spell it differently, and Siri doesn't know how Nora Grace's parents decided to spell Nora. Like, there are 2 ways to spell Jeff, and Siri doesn't know which way we chose to spell Jeff. Well, so there's the way our Jeff does it, which is Jeff, because he's named after Jeff Buckley, who spells it like that. Or there's another way, which is Geoff. But we decided not to use that spelling because it's tricky, and also that's not how Jeff Buckley spelled it.
Who's Jeff Buckley?
Jeff Buckley was a musician that Daddy really likes, and has got the same birthday as Daddy.
Did he die?
Mm-hmm.
When did he die?
When he was 27, I think. He was very young. It was an accident. Do you know who you were named after?
Who?
No one.
What?
You were named after yourself. I knew from when I was a little girl that I wanted a little girl called Penny. It was my favourite name.
Mummy.
And I was lucky enough to have a little girl that I could call Penny. And not only Penny, Penny Penrose, which is the most epic name in the world.
I wish I was in the video.
You can have your own YouTube channel when you're 21.
Excuse me.
Okay, she's not going anywhere apparently. I feel like I was trying my hardest not to be rambly, and I kind of still got a little bit rambly. Okay, my battery died, and this one has interrupted me so many times that I'm just going to crack on. It's got the hiccups with my day. Oh my goodness, so overstimulated.
I'm following you.
How am I going to survive? How am I going to survive 6 weeks of this amount of stimulation? They're going to pay rich tomorrow.
It bends, folds at the edges, I'm out of my hand. Say that we're fine and all, 'cause we are, but where's that confidence? For someone who finds it hard to remember, where's that common sense? To forget like normal people forget.
I'm about to try salmon. Now, I had some pretty horrific childhood experiences with salmon, tinned salmon to be specific. And along with my sensory processing things and aversion to things in my mouth, I can never say that without it sounding hideously filthy. I've just never really been able to eat salmon or very, very strong fish. I've tried trout, too strong, tried halibut, too strong, but I really, really want to like salmon because it's so blooming good for you. And then the other day I found out that my kids eat salmon at school. When I put fish fillet on their little school dinners thing, I always thought it was like cod, but no, they have salmon and they both eat it and they both enjoy it. So when we were at the big shop today and I was trying to think of other things that I could make for their tea, kind of get out of a bit of a food rut we've been in with the kids, I thought, let's do salmon, and I will cook them some salmon and I will try it and I will use them to kind of help me, give me the confidence to try something. I'm always saying to Jeff, trying new things is always worth it, and if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it or do it, but you know, trying it is always a good idea. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth, I'm going to put my salmon where my mouth is, and I'm going to try it. I'm not going to make it for myself as a meal because simply the pressure of it being my meal is enough to be like, no thanks. And this is something I've really noticed with Jeff. He's suddenly, sorry I kicked you, he has suddenly become much more adventurous with food, which is a big relief because he hasn't always been. I wouldn't put him in the category of picky eater, but when it comes to trying new things, he's not normally a fan. However, of an evening, when he creeps his way into the living room, when me and Mr. Penrose are having our tea, he's like, what you got there, Mama? What you got? And he's just basically trying anything that's on my plate. He tried pulled pork, he's tried courgettes, he's tried quinoa, and like everything he's like, yeah, lovely, I want it for my tea. So he's in a really good place food-wise. Pea, not so much. It's a bit more difficult for her, but I want to try and get her to the same point as Jeff, and the only way to do that is to give her new foods to try. And a lot of the time it's a hard no, she won't even try it, and that's okay. We don't apply any pressure in this family, but I want to give her the option. So I'm going to do for them salmon and kind of picky veggie salad kind of thing, not technically a salad, but lots of different fruits and veg that I know they like. Penny doesn't like potatoes. Jeff doesn't mind potatoes, but he's not the biggest fan. Penny definitely doesn't. So we're just going to kind of see where it goes tonight, and then if P's still hungry later on, I can make her something else, but we're going to be brave. I bought wild caught salmon because everything anyone has ever said to me about salmon is wild caught is a whole different ball game to like normal salmon. I mean, the colour of it for a start, this is the darkest coloured salmon I've ever seen in my life. So that's encouraging for me because people say it tastes different, people say it tastes nicer, people say it tastes less fishy. They're definitely not having wild caught salmon at school, so hopefully they'll enjoy this too, and it should be even better than what they have at school. But I'm a bit scared. So I'm just gonna cook it like I do any of the fish, wrap it in foil in the air fryer with olive oil, salt and pepper, and just let it do its thing for literally 8 to 10 minutes. That's all you need to do. And yeah, in the meantime, I'll get their veggies and everything ready. Can you tell I'm nervous? I'm so nervous about this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna be a big girl. And if I don't like it, that's fine. I tried. Let's do it. It doesn't even smell. I just opened the packet and it doesn't even smell. Like, I will eat like cod fillets, no problem whatsoever. That's the main fish that I eat. And even then, it's normally got a bit of a fishy smell to it, even like fresh, like, you know, super fresh stuff. I did find a bone in one of the fillets, which is another thing that triggers me in food, but I think we'll be okay. My hopes are really high. I even like when I like fully smelt the fish and it doesn't even smell like fish. I'm a little bit excited. Sorry if you can hear the rain. Oh, is that hail? Surely not. Another thing I'm always really jealous of is when people make like sesame salmon or teriyaki salmon, which I love. I know I make a really lovely teriyaki sauce. So if I can get myself to like this, then the possibilities are endless. Okay, so this is Jeff's. I don't want to like tip everything off. So Jeff's got rice because he really likes rice, cucumber, watermelon, salmon, broccoli, baby corn, and a little bit of mayo. Penny has got the same, but a little bit less and no rice because she's a hard no on the rice. So let's see how this goes down. I'm going to be brave and try salmon for the first time. Are you going to be brave for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a thumbs up from Jimmy.
And a thumbs down. Two thumbs down.
2 thumbs down? Well, that's okay, sweetie. Well done for trying. Really proud of you. Here we go.
Taste it.
It just tastes like fish. I thought it would taste really strong, but it just tastes like fish. I think I would like that with a little bit of mayo.
Yes, I don't know.
Better with a bit of mayo? Right, I'm going to try it with mayo.
It tastes disgusting.
Darling, you don't need to say it tastes disgusting. If you don't like it, that's okay. But remember, we don't yuck somebody else's yum, do we? Right, bit of
I
mayo.
think I like that.
Oh, it's good with mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby girl, dip it in some mayo.
No way.
Okay, don't have to. I don't like it. Okay, to be fair, it's nowhere near as bad as I was tasting. It's nowhere near as bad as I was expecting. And it's not offending me, just not sure I like it. But I'm usually very much a one for you have to try things a couple of times and get used to it. I think I need it like in a sauce, like a strong flavoured sauce, like teriyaki. It's definitely better, for me anyway, with the mayo. I'm really like surprised at how fatty it is. It's really like the amount of fat that's come out of it. Well, there you go. I did a scary thing. Everybody congratulate me. Put a fish emoji in the comments to say well done. It's lingering. It's lingering. It's something else I don't enjoy. Pro tip, get baby watermelons. They're far superior to big watermelons. They are usually riper, sweeter, and they barely have any seeds. The seeds are tiny. Baby watermelon. Blimey, this feels like a legit evening segment. It's so gloomy and dark. Should we put on a light for a little bit of Vlogmas glow? Oh. Ah, it's practically autumn. So, dinner was somewhat of a success. Penny decided she didn't like the salmon, which is fine. She ate one piece, she tried it, said it was not for her, and we moved on from it. She ate everything else on her plate. So she might be a little lacking in protein for this meal, so she'll probably want something before bed later on, which is fine. I think feeding children is one of the scariest parts of parenting, and from what I've learned over the years, the more relaxed you are, the better it is and the easier. And by relaxed, I don't mean just like give them what they want when they want. By relaxed, I mean like your attitude and your vibes around it. Like, there's never any pressure for the kids. I'm making sure they're always trying new things, but there's never any pressure. And I also continue to retry things. So we'll do salmon again for Penny in a couple of months maybe, and then see how she feels about it. And I might also see if I can find out what it's like at school, because she eats it at school. But they always eat things they don't eat at home at school, and it's frustrating. Jeff pretty much polished off his whole plate. He didn't eat all the rice because there was quite a lot of it. But that's fine. He left one little bit of salmon, and yeah, I'm so proud of him. I'm so pleased. Honestly, if someone had told me even a couple of weeks ago that Jeff would be eating salmon and rice for his dinner, then I'd be like, what? Who's he, what's he now? So in the comments, leave me your favourite salmon recipes. Like, I like something with like a strong sauce or a strong flavour, so that I can kind of slowly get used to it, because I do believe I can get used to it and that I can like it and enjoy it, and I really want to, because it's such a versatile thing to eat and it's so good for you. So wish me luck on my salmon journey. So I'm going to close this video off here. I think it's been quite chatty, which is absolutely fine. And tomorrow is Tuesday. The kids are at holiday club tomorrow, so I'm going to use tomorrow just to kind of recalibrate, spend some time in silence. And then on Wednesday they are at my mum's for the day. She texted me today last minute saying, do you want to come around on Wednesday? So I said yes please. So I'll drop them at my mum's, and then I think on Wednesday I'm going to attempt to do some working in a coffee shop. Something I've not done for a long time, but I always get like extra productive when I work in a coffee shop. I think it's because I've got no choice but to work, and there's a beautiful coffee shop that I absolutely love in Leamington, so I'll go there, and yeah, I'll bring you along with me on Wednesday I think. But thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you've enjoyed this chilled out homey vlog. No knitting today, but I think that's pretty normal after a long stint of knitting. I have just edited and uploaded my Patreon video, which was designs I'd knit if I had the time. And honestly, I really enjoyed making it. It really got me thinking about what I want out of my craft over the next few months, what I'm thinking about design wise, and just where my heart is at the moment. And there are a few patterns in that video which I really want to cast on soon. So if you want to check out those videos, you can sign up to my Patreon for a free trial. I think you get 5 days. And you can access all the backlog, and that's a free trial for the maximum cozy tier, which is, I believe, $4.50 a month. I can't remember. It keeps telling me to put my prices up, but it just feels wrong, so I haven't. But go and check it out if you want to, because it is free for a little while, and see if you like it over there. And no offense if you decide it's not your cup of tea. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys again in a couple of days, I think. I hope you're having a fabulous July, and I'll see you soon.